rocky ridges, and a whole lot of sand. The small Israeli town of Kadesh Barnea is about as remote a setting as you can get. When Nira and Alon Tzadok left the wilderness of Egypt 40 years ago, this is where they chose to put down roots. From 1977 to 1980, the couple lived in a tiny settlement in the Sinai Peninsula. After the peace agreement with Egypt, Israel withdrew from the Sinai, and thousands of Israelis were forced to relocate. Located in southern Israel in the Negev Desert, right on the border with Egypt, Kadesh Barnea is about as close as the Tzadoks could get to their original home.
There is something primeval and wonderful about the Sinai. For someone who is fully motivated and has the strength to do things, that's the place to be. I felt that that was where I found myself. Our dream was to move to the original site of Kadesh Barnea, an oasis in the desert, which was only a few miles from where we lived. It was sad, but there was hope that we'd be able to return someday, and this factored into our decision to live near the Egyptian border. We thought we would wait until the border reopens and that the peace agreement would fall. But there is still peace.
The Tzadoks are among the founding families of Kadesh Barnea, and the first to establish a winery in the Negev Desert. It was hard to convince people that the desert could be a source of delicious wines. But now, the Ramat Negev winery produces more than 250,000 bottles per year.
We were the first to grow grapes in the Negev and market the wine here in Israel. I think that the Israeli withdrawal from the Sinai was the right thing to do. It was worth it and important. We've been here for 40 years, and there are no incidents on the border. It's truly a peaceful border.
The town of Kadesh Barnea is part of the Nitzana region, a land that connects the past, present, and future of Israel. It also connects Africa and Asia. The archaeological site of Nitzana has become a symbol for this entire area. From ancient times, biblical era, through to the Romans, the Byzantines, and modern days with the British and the Ottomans. Many different civilizations have passed through this area. Though they've not yet found archaeological evidence, many believe that this is where the children of Israel walked on their way to the Promised Land.
The geography of the Bible and the geography that we live today is the same. The mountains of Judea, where Hebron and Jerusalem is the same. That's why I know that is the way, that's the only way of Abraham to go through and go to Egypt. If Abraham was walking to Egypt, it's from here.
Building on this biblical past, many new Israeli pioneers have moved to the Nitzana region in the hopes of fulfilling the Zionist dream of making the desert bloom. Like Roni and Gal Tushia, owners of the Tushia Organic Farm.
We are settling the Egyptian border area. We need people to come and live here. This is our land, so we're settling it and making the desert bloom. We're getting more rain thanks to the agriculture here.
The Tushias mainly grow grapes, olives, and different kinds of fruit. When they got here a decade ago, there was only sand and a lone tamarisk tree. But for those who choose to live in the Negev, the pioneer life is worth the struggles, the hard work, and the sacrifice.
There's a saying that one day, every grain of sand in the land of Israel will be worth its weight in gold. We're patient. We'll wait until it happens. It's already worth its weight in gold because it's the land of Israel.
From Nitzana on the Israeli-Egyptian border, Maya Margit reporting for the Media Line.